Yeah.
Guys?
What's up, guys?
Any Arrow fans out there?
Yeah. Yes.
Well, we have a terrific guest on our sofa. Please, everybody, welcome Echo Kellum.
Woo. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
It really is fantastic to see you again and have you on our couch to chat. And it has been an amazing season of Arrow. Well done.
Thank you.
And so I know that you're obviously traveling around with the conventions at the moment. And have you been doing much traveling in Europe at all?
Traveling in Europe? Yes, I went to Berlin, Hanover, Paris, and now London. And this is my first trip ever to Europe, so I absolutely love it. It's great.
Fantastic. So you're kind of Euro-railing at the moment. That's what
Yeah.
we call it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, for sure.
And having played Curtis now for a couple of seasons, it's been fantastic to have him as an addition on the show. And he's definitely brought the humor, brought the pop culture. But he was a little bit down in the dumps this season. Is he picking up again?
Yeah, I mean, you know, when your significant other like disses you so hardcore at a nice dinner, it's gonna put you down in the dumps.
That was harsh.
So harsh. Like, just don't invite me out to dinner if you're gonna like divorce me. You know, just like you can send a letter through the mail, and I can deal with that. And then it's like he leaves him at the dinner. Like, what you like? Is he gonna order something now? Is he
That's
get divorced?
true, yeah.
Yeah, but you know, Curtis has been, you know, trying to find his way, his plight into superhero-dom, you know, and it's been, you know, he's been struggling, and he's finally getting there. I feel like he's finally bringing his tech assets to the forefront.
Yeah.
And he's really starting to feel terrific.
Well, I have to say that I love the T-Spheres. I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out. They're fantastic.
Yeah.
But are there actually like different ones with different gadgets?
Yeah, I think the T-Spheres will continuously be adapting and being able to incorporate new versions of tech. I would love to get them to the place in the comic books where you can fly on them and stuff like that. But if you saw in our penultimate episode, or not the penultimate episode,
520?
520, they put the adrenaline shot and stuff like
Death
that.
Star
Yeah.
T-Sphere.
So true. So there'll definitely be a lot of cool things we'll be doing with the T-Spheres and developing them, and a lot more tech coming besides the T-Spheres too from Curtis.
Fantastic. Well, speaking of episode 520, that was a brilliant episode.
That was a steamy episode.
It was. I know. And one of the questions that I had was because Oliver and Felicity discuss whether Curtis, who's obviously matchmaking, would want to know about the bunker sex. What do you think? Would he have been all right, or would he have been a little bit freaked out?
I feel like Curtis was kind of hiding in the bunker when they were getting it on, something like that. He's like in the closet, like, woo!
Taking a sneak peek.
Yeah, for sure.
So he would have wanted to
Oh, yeah, he would want to know about the bunker sex, for sure, yeah. Curtis thinks Oliver's hot. He's like,
Curtis thinks Oliver's hot, but Curtis also ships Olicity now, it sounds like.
Yeah, oh yeah, Curtis. I think Curtis has been shipping Olicity since Palmer Tech days, for sure. Yeah.
Do you think, were you happy to find out a little bit of what happened before the recruits turned up? Because that's pretty much the first time we found out.
Yeah, that's something that Mark talked about a year ago with, you know, doing flashbacks and seeing different things. So that was a real nice treat to see Curtis kind of help facilitate them kind of getting back together in that moment, you know. But I think he thinks they're a power couple. He loves Felicity. You know, he thinks Oliver's great and he thinks they belong to each other.
He loves Oliver too.
Yeah, he loves Oliver, loves Oliver. And he's single, so Oliver better watch out.
Yeah, oh my God. And one of the other things I loved about the bunker this season is that the nerds have been trying the salmon ladder, which is awesome.
Yeah.
How did that go down?
On my butt, basically, as you saw on the episode. But actually, I could do a couple wrongs on the salmon ladder. Yeah, it's pretty fun. I think next season you'll definitely see Curtis hit that salmon ladder and tackle it, for sure.
Because Curtis is supposedly a decathlete, Olympian decathlete. Are you a sportsman?
Yeah, I grew up playing basketball, football, baseball. I studied karate when I was a kid, so I've always been very active in the sports and all different types of things.
Well, it was good to see him get into the action a bit and the recruits kind of coming to their own. And it's a shame Manu isn't here at the moment. But one of the lines this season was Oliver going, "You guys wouldn't last a minute against Manu Bennett, against Slade Wilson."
Yeah.
So do you think that he's right? How long do you think you'd last against Deathstroke?
Are we talking about Mirakuru, Slade Wilson?
Yeah, okay,
or?
so you can, with or without, what do you reckon?
I mean, look, I think Curtis would get whooped at this moment. At this moment, he would get whooped, but he is working on it. He will whip out them T-spheres, and they will do some stuff to Manu.
To Slade.
To Slade. To Slade, not the actor Manu. To Slade. Let me clarify that, because Manu, he looks scary. I don't want to piss him off. I don't want to piss Manu off. Is Manu here? God, I hope he doesn't hear this. Please tell me Manu isn't here.
Well, it looked to me like you had a bit of a bromance going on, because you tweeted recently a picture of you guys.
Yeah, Manu is such a cool dude, so down to earth. Yeah, I mean, like, he knew stuff about my character, and coming in after death, after watching the death of like Mora and like seeing everything that Slade did to Oliver, and like there was like this kind of part of me is like, oh man, I wish I could have been in those seasons, because I like love that story so much. And then when I saw that they were writing him back in and that I would get to be a part of anything to do with that amazing character, I was so pumped and just thrilled. And he's such a great guy.
And what was it like being on Lian Yu? Because it was the first time for you.
Yeah, it was really surreal. Very surreal. I think only Diggle and Felicity went there to go pick up Oliver, like in season 2 or something like that. But yeah, it was cool to get the rest of us there, albeit through kidnapping. But still, it was like really sweet to
get there somehow.
Get to step foot on that Lian Yu island. It was very cool.
Awesome. And we have to talk about that finale. I mean, it was explosive by far. Did you guys enjoy it? Have you seen it? Yeah.
Did you guys see it? No spoiler alerts for anybody, I hope.
Too late. So we have to talk about it. It was amazing. Mm-hmm. I refuse to believe that everyone's dead.
Everyone's dead. I just want to let you guys know we're all dead. There is no show next. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, we know that you're coming back, because you mentioned previously that you're going to explore your character a bit more, kind of what he does in his off time. Is that right?
Yes, absolutely. Like, Curtis is going to get into the dating scene. He's going to get a job. He's going to help Felicity make it happen again.
Yeah, he's going to be watching them.
Yeah, in a nice, like, non-creepy way. Right. Definitely. But yeah, so... we don't exactly know what's going to happen next season, but I know a lot of us are still going to be a part of the show. Yeah. And I hope we're not zombies. I think we'll all be alive.
You're going to merge with The Walking Dead, you think?
Yeah, basically, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And Mark Guggenheim had mentioned that the new big bad is Covenant. Do you know anything about that?
No, I don't know anything about that at all. This is news to me.
Yeah.
He said that?
He tweeted that.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Who knows?
I have no idea what that. They keep us very much in the dark, and they keep me in the dark for good reason, because I accidentally spoil everything. Like, I spoiled Oliver and Felicity's engagement last year. I tweeted, I Snapchatted that Josh was Prometheus at the beginning of the season, and took it down instantly. A PA was like, Echo, take that down. I was like, oh my God, sorry. So I would not trust me with any information, because I am not evolved. I am not evolved. Yeah, basically.
Oh, wow. And is there anything that you want to see happen in season 6? Apart from Felicity, or is that...
I mean, I just want to see the team really be able to like stand up on their own, and really especially like with Mr. Terrific, to see him get out there and take a more commanding force, and really working on his martial arts and fighting, and also just exploring more of that tech. I want to just see them like really get into the weeds of that.
Just more.
Yeah, just get it in.
Get right in there.
I would also personally, I would love to see if anyone like on the team was compromised, like anybody closed for a long time or something like that. I mean, just personally for me, I think one of my favorite storylines in general in comic books is when you have to fight, like Slade Wilson fight someone who was close to you or who was a friend and then turn into a foe. So it would be interesting, like if the team split and like battled against each other a little bit too.
Because I guess you had that a little bit with Evelyn.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Evelyn. Mm-hmm.
And we love Curtis and Felicity together, don't we? We love Terrific Smoke. What is your favorite Terrific Smoke moment?
Oh man, for me, it was the first scene we ever shot together. I mean, honestly, I love all of our moments together, but I came into the show and I was very nervous and trepidation. I was like, oh man, these people are probably going to be jerks. They're on this hit show, and I'm like, who the heck does this guy think he is coming in here? But Emily was just so down to earth and welcoming, and that first scene, like I was watching it on YouTube the other day because somebody pulled it up, and it just puts butterflies in my stomach to just think about that first moment and him standing up and talking to Felicity and the way that she just welcomed me in and set the precedent for the rest of the show, and everyone was so welcoming. It just really stuck with my heart. Yeah. Yep.
Do you think it kind of hurt Curtis this season that Felicity sort of pulled away, joined Helix, and he didn't really know what's happening?
Yeah, I mean, anytime a friend doesn't put their faith into you to let you know what's up, it's definitely going to be hurtful. But I think Curtis is the type of friend who doesn't hold things against a friend. You know, he understands she had to do what she had to do. She went through some pretty dramatic stuff. Her boyfriend was killed. You know, Prometheus is an insane man. So I think Curtis, cut her a little slack on that. But the thing is, he's there for her regardless. You know, your friends aren't perfect, so you got to be there for them. And times when they make great decisions and sometimes when they don't make such great decisions, and help them go from that.
It's not going to change them.
Yeah, not going to change a thing.
And what about Curtis and Oliver this season? How do you feel there?
Yeah, they're going to get married.
Are you going to wear the white dress, or is he?
I mean, Curtis looks great in white. Right. No, I think, you'll see Curtis looks up to Oliver a lot, and I think you'll definitely see that dynamic still playing out, and the dynamic of Curtis still kind of being the voice of reason and optimism throughout the group still. Curtis definitely will continuously be putting his foot in his mouth in all the wrong situations where he should not be doing that.
Good to know. And can you tease anything else about season 6 at all?
Definitely be on the lookout for more Terrific Smoke stuff. Yeah. They are going to get involved into something that I can't really talk about at length right now, but they'll definitely be doing a project together in season 6 that should be pretty dope.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And knowing that obviously that your character was going to transform, what was that moment like when you finally put on the outfit?
Itchy. No, I was kidding. It was it was really surreal. I grew up in nerd culture. I got beat up a lot in high school and grade school for liking comic books. And I always knew I wanted to be an actor, and I always knew I wanted to play a superhero in some capacity. So when I finally got to suit up, it literally was just a dream come true, Wow,
brilliant. How was it working with Dolph Lundgren?
Drago, right? I mean, I know him also from He-Man. Fun fact, my mother tore down my He-Man poster when I was a kid because she's like, that skeleton looks like a demon. I was like, oh my God, okay. So she tore that up. But I'm a huge fan of Dolph Lundgren, and I was in one of the trailers, and I opened up the cabinet, and there's all these old Rocky IV pictures in there.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, holy crap, all these behind the scene pictures. And then I was like, I better put these up because Dolph will kick my ass if I tuck his stuff. But he's super nice, really down to earth dude, and I'm pinching myself. I get to work with him. Yeah. It's really cool.
Well, one thing that's been bugging me, where the hell is Ragman?
Oh man, Ragman! That nuclear explosion destroyed his rags.
Wow, he's still around.
I definitely think Joe will show up in season 6. Yeah. I think you have not seen the last of Ragman. They're gonna have some more closure with that.
Because I figured Oliver would have gone to him before Malcolm Merlin.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, but Ragman, he was overpowered for sure. He was OP. The dude could just take any bullets or anything. It's just have Ragman do it. Just send out Ragman. You could just go on vacation and have Ragman solve the day.
He's got his own spin-off. He's off doing his own thing.
He's got his own spin-off now.
And I know that you've been working on some other projects as well. And you originally started in stand-up comedy. Have you gone back to that at all?
I have been writing. I always write. I've never stopped writing. I'm working on my stand-up right now. I'm trying to get a good 30-minute set going. But right now, most of my focus has been on a hip-hop album I'm working on, which I hope to release at the end of this year.
Oh, wow.
So I've just been focusing on that.
And I heard that you're writing a feature film
Yes, I'm writing a feature as well. It's based off a true story when a model stole my jacket at a party. So I'm writing a story about that.
Wow. I can't wait to hear that story.
It's insane, but yeah, it happened to me.
And at the moment, obviously you're on vacation. Is there anything that you like to do off screen, off set, particularly to kind of wind down?
Man, I'm a huge video game nerd, so Zelda Breath of Wild has taken over my life. Whenever I'm not writing. Any Zelda fans out here? Yeah.
Sounds like
There's 5 of us. Cool. But yeah, it's such a phenomenal game. But I grew up very poor, so we never took vacations. So for me, in my entire life, video games have kind of been my vacation.
Right.
So, people are like, I went to the Bahamas, I went to Jamaica. I'm like, I went to Hyrule. Yeah, it was pretty sweet. These fairies were there. It's great. But it just takes me away. Like, I love just getting engulfed into a video game and just kind of letting my troubles just fade away.
Well, every nerd has their escapism, right? Okay, so you guys have any questions for Echo? You can stick your hands up now and I will come round to you.
It's all over.
Yeah.
Yeah, how annoying is it that people call your T-spheres balls?
Super annoying. Respect the spheres. Respect the fears. Hashtag respect the spheres. I can't even say spheres up here, y'all.
That's a tongue twister.
Don't call them balls. That's immature. Don't be Wild Dog, guys.
What is Wild Dog's deal with the whole Hoss thing?
Hoss? I love that, Hoss. I'm like, I want to say that in real life. I really do want to start calling people Hoss. I just love it. It's just a fun word.
Just like boss.
She's like, yeah, Hoss, what's up, man? Look, Oliver, I ain't doing it.
Gotta get it, mystery. Next question. Do you want to stand up for me?
Sorry. If, where Katie Cassidy came back as Black Siren, do you think we'll see an Earth 2 Curtis or someone from, Curtis from the multiverse, possibly?
I would love to see, Curtis from Earth 2 or Earth 3. I mean, he kind of mentioned that, and one of his lines is like, oh my God, what if I'm straight in another world and stuff like that. So it would be fun to see another Curtis come into play. I would love to play the bad version of Curtis. I would love to play a bad guy. That's just... And growing up, basically, all my favorite characters were villains. And I like to think I'm a pretty good guy in real life, so when I dive into video games and comic books, I'm like, go Apocalypse, or whatever villain there is. But yeah, I would love to play that sometime.
Okay, so you already said about more scenes with Felicity. Will we be seeing more with Renee and Curtis in the future?
Oh yeah. Mark loves Curtis and Renee's relationship. He likens us to the odd couple, so you would definitely be seeing Curtis and Renee mixing it up. And I love working with Rick. We have so much fun ad-libbing and playing with the lines and stuff like that, so you'll definitely see that mixed into the forefront for sure.
Well, we're going to have to wrap it up now, but I have one final question for you.
Yes.
If you had an army of Mirakuru soldiers on you that worked for you, what would you do with them?
Oh man, I'm trying to be silly answer or real answer on this one.
Very silly. Or do both.
Well, I'd probably just have them do random errands for me. Just to have someone so powerful going to get you Starbucks would be pretty sweet. To not use them for their full capabilities. That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Do the ironing.
Yeah, do my iron. Can you iron my pants? Oh, that crease doesn't look right, Mirakuru soldier. You got to work on that, bro. You got super strength. Come on now.
Well, it's been fantastic talking to you. Good luck
so
with season 6. It has been brilliant. Enjoy your vacation. Everybody,
Thank
give
you
it up
guys
for
so
Echo
much.
Kellum.
Thank you.